Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I'm sorry that I didn't have this video up before. In my update video, I said I was going to put this one pretty much up almost directly afterwards, but I have been super sick, you guys. My voice is still not 100% yet. My nose is all stuffy. Like, it's a really bad, like, allergy thing. It turned into a full-blown cold, and it really sucks. But I still wanted to try to get this video up for you guys as soon as I could, or as soon as I was able to, like, really talk, because I haven't really been able to talk much as of late. But I have a couple minutes, so I figured I would put this up for you guys now. So before I get into the book haul, because as you can tell from the title, this is my February book haul. Right before I get into the book haul, I just want to say we are almost at 100 subscribers, you guys. This is amazing. I never even thought that many people would ever subscribe to me. Like, you guys are awesome. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And if you haven't subscribed yet and you're watching this and you like me, please consider subscribing, sharing, liking the video, all of that kind of stuff. And comment, you guys. I haven't seen any comments from anybody for a while. And I would love to be able to interact with you guys. So please, 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 please comment. You can follow me on Snapchat or Facebook or Twitter. All of those links will be down in the description below. I also have a Goodreads account, which is also always in the description below on my videos. So you guys know can like stay up to date on everything that's going on. But yeah, so all that aside, welcome back to the channel again, and let's just jump into this book haul. So the first two books I'm going to show you I got from a local thrift store that we have here, and I paid $1.25, you guys, for both of these books. Well, each on both of these books, and they're both hardback, so for $1.25 for a hardback book, like, that is a steal. So I had to grab them. So the first book I have to show you is City of Lost Souls by Cassandra Clare. This is book 5 in her Mortal Instruments series. I have not completed the series yet. I don't own all the books. I have read the first book, and I believe I have a review of it up on this channel from like years ago, but I never read past the first book. And you guys, I've been hearing super good things about this book series, and a lot of you guys seem to really, really like this book series. So I figured I'm going to give it another try. I'm going to completely reread the first book because I don't really remember what all happened. I just remember my thoughts and feelings after reading it. But from what I understand, and I don't want to give spoilers, but from what I understand, what I think is going on is not really truly going on per se. So I'm going to dive in and give it another chance. So yeah, I grabbed this one. I also grabbed Insurgent by Veronica Roth. This is the second book in her Divergent series. I don't know if that's a trilogy or if there's more than 3 books. I'm not sure. I own Divergent, but I haven't read it yet. I have it on my Nook. But like I said, I haven't read it yet. And this is just, I want to read it. Like, this is just beautiful. This book is beautiful, you guys. This cover is gorgeous. So yeah, I'm really excited to dive into this series. I have watched Divergent, the movie, and I really, really enjoyed it. So I'm thinking if I enjoyed the movie, I'll probably definitely enjoy the books. These are a little bit tricky for me because I'm not super into dystopian, but I'm excited to give it a try anyways. So I grabbed that. Now, the rest of these books are going to take a little bit of an explanation, just a little bit. So we have a bookstore around us called Bradley's Book Outlet, and they were having a big sale called the Big Box Sale. And what that is you go in, and they have a bunch of tables lined up, and each table has a flyer on it that says Big Box Sale. And you go up to the counter and tell them you're interested in participating in the Big Box Sale, and you can either buy a medium-sized box for $5 or a large-sized box for $10. I ended up getting one of each. And then anything on those tables or anything they had clearanced, you could put in that box. And if it fit in the box and the box would close, that's the price you got it for, was the price of that box. So I ended up doing a large box and a medium box. I don't have a ton of books here because they were doing like their 75% off stuff included in it. I got a couple of stuffed animals and stuff for my girls, and I got some movies and stuff, which I'm not going to show on here. But the rest of these are all books, so I'm going to dive right in and show you guys what I got for the books. So the first thing I want to show you is a graphic novel, and I am not really big into graphic novels. I never have been. I've never really read a graphic novel before, but I figured if I'm going to start reading graphic novels, because I really want to start reading graphic novels, and I figured why not start with something I'm already familiar with. So I grabbed Vampire Academy by Richelle Mead, and I didn't take any of my stickers off of these, so if that bothers you, I'm sorry. I don't take my stickers off until I shelve the books, and I haven't shelved these yet. But yeah. So I got that. I also got all of these, which I'm going to show you. These are all by Darren Shan, and these are all part of a series called Zombie. And let me see if I can get them picked up one-handed here. Yeah. Look at all these, you guys. This is not the entire series. There are quite a few books missing, but these are the only ones they had for their big box sale, so I grabbed all of them. Lucky for me, they did have the first book, which is right here. So I can at least get it started, and if I like it, I'm going to grab the rest of these books. I mostly got these for my husband. He's really, really big into zombie books, zombie stories, zombie comics, zombie TV shows, zombie movies, you name it. If it has zombies, he's all over it. So I mainly got these for him to give it a try, but I'm also really interested. So, and I don't know anything about these books. I don't know anything about a lot of these, to be honest. So if you guys see books in here that you really like, or you've heard a lot about, please tell me what you guys think of them in the comments, because I don't know anything about these. I kind of like to go in blind, but at the same time, like, I haven't seen anybody haul these either. At least not on the people that I kind of keep up with. So, yeah, there's that. The next book I got is, let's do this one first, is called Fever Born, and it's by Karen Marie Moning. This is part of her Fever series. I do not know what number in the series this book is. It is hardcover. It is gorgeous. And I haven't read this series yet. I think I own either the first two, or it's either the first, yeah, it's either the first two or it's books 1 and 3. I'm not entirely sure, but yeah, I want to read this series. So many people told me such good things about this series, so I'm excited to give it a try. So I saw this, and even though it's not one of the ones, like, rather directly in the beginning of the series, I grabbed it because that box sale, you guys, like, I couldn't pass that up. Like, it's a hardcover book, it's brand new, never been used, never been read, like, it's gorgeous. The next book I got is called Bustin', and it is by Minda Weber. Again, I've never heard of it, never heard anything about it, but it looked really funny by the cover. And it is, I'm assuming, about vampires and stuff. It says on the little blurb on the front, Sam ain't afraid of no ghost or vampire or werewolf. Love, on the other hand, ... So it kind of sounds like maybe a cheesy romance, or like a cheesy romance comedy, something like that. So I'm going to give it a try because, as you guys know, if you've been here with me for a while, I love vampires. So vampires, I'm in. So I'm gonna give this a try, and hopefully it's as funny as I'm hoping it is, or as I think it might be, and I'm excited. Excuse me. The next set of books I'm going to show you I got for my daughter. So these are little kid books. The first one is Ridley Blue Fox and the Flying Fish of Fortune Falls, and it's by an author named Carrie Percy, and it looks like this. And it's just, you know, it's a step up book from your normal, like, picture books, but she's getting really into reading. She loves when I read to her. I read to her almost every single day, and she loves it. So, and she always wants to have her own books. Every time I go book shopping, she's always like, Mommy, I want books for my room. I want, like, a bookshelf like you have, and I love that. So I got her some books to start her off on a bookshelf. She has more books as well that are already in her room, but she wants more, and what can I say? She's my kid, so of course she wants more. So the next book I have for her is Peter Rabbit by Beatrix Potter. This is just your simple, normal kids book with pictures and illustrations inside. And they are so pretty, you guys. They are so pretty. Full color photos, like, it's, I love the simple art in this. Like, it's gorgeous. And the last book I got her is called It's a Bug's Life, and it's by Brian Johnson. And this is because my daughter loves bugs. She loves to play with bugs. She loves to catch bugs outside. Like, I'm always seeing her playing with moths and flies and all that kind of stuff, and she loves them. So this book, I figured I could read with her, and it basically kind of goes through different bugs and where they live, where you can find them, what their life cycle is like, what they eat, you know, all that kind of stuff. So I thought she would find that really, really fun and interesting because, like I said, she's a bug lover. So I grabbed that for her as well. And the last set of these books I'm going to show you are actually manga, and I am not at all familiar with any of the manga that I picked up. I haven't heard of any of it. I've heard of one, but I'm not super sure like exactly what it's about. But I am, you know, I want to give them a try, and if I like them, I like them, and if I don't, I won't buy anymore. It's as simple as it is. The first one is a bind up of volumes 1, 2, and 3 of this series called Wild at Heart. I know absolutely nothing about it. I'm assuming it's like a romancy kind of manga. I'm assuming. So yeah, I grabbed that one. And the bookstore didn't have that much manga for me to choose from, so I mean, I only got what I could. I also got volume 1 of Fairy Navigator Runa. So this one looks to be kind of like maybe a magical girl or something. I'm not sure. I'm not too into magical girl stuff, but this cover was just adorable. So I grabbed it and figured I'll give it a try. Why not? It's part of the big box sale. Like, I'm not going to pass it up. I also grabbed volume 1 of Codebreaker. Now this one I've heard of, but I'm not super familiar with. I have never read it. I don't really know very many people who have, but I've seen this series all over the place. So I at least know of it. I just don't know much about it. But yeah, so they had volume 1, so I grabbed it. The next two I have, they didn't have volume 1 of this series, but they had volumes 7 and 8. So I went ahead and grabbed it anyway. And I'm just going to dive in and hopefully not be too confused because they are volumes 7 and 8. But the series is called Sayonara Zetsubo Sensei. And this is volume 8. And then back here is volume 7. So I figured I will give them a try and hopefully I like them. Hopefully I won't be too confused. I've never heard of the series at all. So I'm excited to see what that's about. And then the last and final book, you guys, that I have to show you today, or the final manga, I guess, to wrap up this book haul, is called Sakura Refugees. And this kind of reminds me of I'm assuming, judging by the cover, this is going to be like a fantasy series. So I'm excited for that. And this, I don't know if I said that already, but this is volume 1 of this. So I'm excited. I love a good fantasy series, especially in anime and manga. Fantasy series are kind of my go-to thing for those, for that genre of reading or watching or whatever you want to call it, whether it be the anime or the manga. Fantasy series are generally the series I go for the most. I also go for a lot of horror series, but fantasy series, I just love to kick back and read a good fantasy series for manga or watch a good fantasy anime. They always make me happy and put me in a good mood. If I'm not in a good mood or if I don't feel good or whatever, they make me feel better. So I grabbed this one as well. And that is it, you guys. That is my February book haul. I honestly didn't think I was going to have enough books to make a haul video. But then that sale happened and I got kind of stuff. I got stuff. I got books. And I'm a book person, so I mean that's really no surprise to anybody. Next month, I don't know how much my buying will be next month, honestly. There's only one book I'm really looking forward to that comes out next month. Like, it comes out next month. And it's part of the J.R. Ward Black Dagger Brotherhood series, which you can see my Black Dagger Brotherhood books up in here. It's part of that series, and I'm really excited. And that's really the only book I'm looking forward to getting, actually, like, physically going and getting next month. Actually, I'm not even physically going to get it because I pre-ordered it, so it'll come in the mail, like via Amazon. So that's the only book I'm really like aiming to get, that I'm definitely getting. for next month, but I don't know if I'm going to get any more. I don't know. We'll see. But anyways, if you guys want to know any more about any of these books, let me know in the comments below. I will read them. And then once I do that, I can go more in depth about them, either via a monthly wrap-up video, or if you really want to know like real in-depth about a certain book, then I will make a review of it. So that's kind of how I'm set up right now. My reading for this month has been really, really not good. I haven't been reading a lot, you guys. I've been like super busy with a lot of different stuff, and I've been playing a game, you guys, that I'm addicted to, and I've been playing it with friends of mine, and it's a good time. And I just haven't been reading much. I am planning on reading more today, but I don't know how much I'm going to get done as far as an actual February wrap-up goes, but I will try. If at worst, I'll dive into some shorter things like manga, or I have a bunch of short books up here that I haven't read that are all like roughly between 150 to 200 pages. So if anything, like I'll try to read some of those to give you something for the end of the month, but there's just no guarantee that I'll have a wrap-up this month. We'll see. We will see. Also, speaking of that, before I let you guys go, I know I'm rambling and I'm sorry. I just want to get this out there really quickly before I go. I did make the decision to renew my library books, those 4 books that I had, which were the Grisha trilogy, and then the last one was Hex Hall. I did decide I am going to renew those because I do really mostly want to read the Grisha trilogy. The Hex Hall one, I'm kind of, if I read it, I read it. If I don't, I don't. But I really want to read that Grisha trilogy. So I am renewing those at least. And I will read those, you guys. In fact, that's the book I'm planning to go downstairs and continue reading a little bit more of after I'm done with this video and wrap this up. So enough rambling from me. I love you guys. Thank you again. We are almost at 100 subscribers. Again, that is amazing. Thank you guys. And I will see you in my next video, which hopefully will be sooner rather than later. Hopefully this cold finishes its system thing with me and like it goes through itself so I can get rid of this, because it is miserable, you guys. It is miserable. Like, I'm cold all the time and I'm coughing all the time and runny nose and blah. You don't need to hear about that. Anyways, I love you guys, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.